Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. This is a video I've wanted to make for a while from a business perspective. And then when Teddy announced he was opening a store, it was kind of like my impetus now to come out and start doing the video and talk about what's on my mind. In case you didn't know, Teddy opened a store, Teddy Baldassarre. He has had an online store for a number of years now. Now he opened a physical brick and mortar. Teddy's got nearly 1 million subscribers. Totally amazing. Congratulations. That's like awesome. But the idea in my mind to do a video, I like to do these business videos every now and again, is to talk about YouTube. And what you see and what you think happens are probably two totally different things from a creator's point of view, and that has to do with the monetization. It's all about making money. YouTube changed their monetization rules years ago. You had to have like 1,000 subs and a certain number of hours watched or so, and people strive to get to that so they can start monetizing. Well, the ugly truth, and you've probably seen it on other channels, is there's absolutely no money in it. Unless you're extremely successful, and I do believe Teddy is successful in his YouTube channel. His views per video is quite amazing. But unless you're super duper supremely successful, there's not much dough in it. I mean, you look to somebody like Mr. Beast, who's got, I don't know how many subs, over 200 million now at this point. All his videos get millions of views within an hour. He's monetized himself outside of YouTube through the Feastables, through Beast Burger, which he probably wishes he did not do at this point, and all the other stuff that he's got under his empire. My channel with its modest nearly 200K, closing in on it, 200,000 subscribers, and not the greatest viewership per video, but whatever, makes what would just about be the poverty level in the United States for income for somebody, which is pretty sad. But that's not how I make my money. I make my money with the store, and I use the YouTube videos to drive you to the store to purchase something. That is my monetization. I don't have sponsors. There's no money behind me. I'm the sole owner of all the stock. I do the videos simply to sell merchandise. And the really sad, if you think about it, or happy, from my perspective, fact, is that all the monetization money that I make in a year from the channel, all that money, whatever it is, can be eclipsed by one video that does well and sells 50, 75, 100 watches. So as I followed Teddy, quick story, and maybe one of the worst decisions of my life I ever made, a number of years ago, I don't know how many it is, 5, 7, whatever, a member of Teddy's team reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like to partner with some other stores, blah, 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 and I declined. I declined. I had like twice the number of subs at that point than he did, I think. I declined the offer, said no thank you, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing. C'est la vie. But I started watching, as he started gaining fame, and then he opened his online store, and I was like, okay, that's great, that's monetized. When is he going to open the brick and mortar store? Because to me, he's a much more refined person. I want to say that I have never met him. I've never talked to him. I would love the opportunity. Maybe I'll use this to reach out and say, hey, I'd love to talk to you one day. But the brands he was carrying, and just the image. Here, that's my image. Hoodie, sweatshirt, usually says Island Watch on it. And you can't see down here, I'm wearing sweatpants and sneakers. He has a certain image to maintain, and he needs those higher-end brands. Higher-end brands do not want to deal with internet stores. If you see higher-end brands on most internet stores, they are probably gray market. There are some exceptions. Breitling has certainly come around to Breitling sells on their own website. Does Omega? I'm not sure. So he needed to open this store to keep his image going, and I guess to scale himself. But I will say that opening an online store, first of all, if you own the inventory, I don't know what he does, and it's not a slight on him whatsoever. I own all the inventory that I've got. It is a considerable investment. When I first started the business, 20 years ago, and I looked at inventory, and stupid me, even though my wife's a CPA, I never asked her. I thought inventory was an expense. Then when I started going through it, I'm like, well, no, it's an asset, you ass. You know, it's an asset, and you cannot write it off. It sits and it ages, and you got to get it off the books. And as I grow bigger and bigger, you know, it's a considerable sum that I'm sitting on. And I look at this now. He's got a brick and mortar store, which means there has to be jewelry or watches in the showcase. And me, $250, $300 watches. Him, no, not $250, $300 watches. You don't sell $200 watches in a store like that and keep yourself rolling. You need the higher end brand, which is what he's got. You know, Grand Seiko, Breitling, was it Nomos, or it's a bunch of different brands. And you need those brands to bring in higher profit dollars, more money, and you cannot do it with an internet store. You need a brick and mortar store. So obviously that's why he did it. And I hope this is just the beginning for him. I really want to see the guy, and Teddy, I'm talking to you, I want to see you succeed. I think you're doing amazing. You are certainly helping out everyone in, should we call it a hobby? You're helping out everybody that's out there. You're helping out my store for sure. You're getting younger people, more people into this whole watch thing, attracting people from all walks of life, and uniting us all, because all we all want to do is enjoy watches, make a little money, and have fun doing it. You know, I opened this video with, I'm not sure what I wanted to say, and I guess that's really it, is that YouTube really stinks. It's good at one thing, and it's getting your voice heard and getting your voice out there, but it is not good at the making money thing. I'm on both sides of YouTube. I pay YouTube to advertise my videos to people, and I collect revenue from the monetization of my videos. People advertise on my channel, I get some money, but I also pay YouTube to put my products, my snippets of videos. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the video of me walking through my warehouse on other channels. You pay out a CPM, a cost per thousand, you bring in an RPM, a revenue per thousand, and the difference is what YouTube keeps, and the difference is significant. So the only people getting rich off of all this is YouTube. So all YouTubers out there, you need to find another way to monetize yourself. Teddy's done it. I've certainly did it. I started the store before I had the channel. Jody, Just One More Watch, doing it, launching his own brand. Russell, Mad Watch Collector, making his own watch. Everyone's doing it. You gotta do it. So don't rely on YouTube to earn a living. That's it. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, giving you my thoughts on Teddy opening a store. Again, congratulations. Best of luck to him. I can't really say anything bad about the guy. I hope he kills it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.